Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dakota's Political Circle. And today I want to talk about how Trump is officially leading in the state of Virginia in the RCP average. So Trump is officially leading in a state like Virginia that literally voted for Biden by so many points in 2020, and also where Hillary Clinton won the state pretty decently when she faced Trump. So Trump leading in a state like Virginia is massively a big disadvantage for Biden, and literally is showing that Trump is basically going to be unstoppable as of right now. There is literally no chance that Trump cannot be unstoppable right now. Like, he could win states like Minnesota. He could win states like New Mexico. Trump can go on a tear right now and literally dominate across the board in the United States. It's going to be insane. So right here, a recent poll out of Emerson actually showed a Trump +2, and that's why obviously Trump got the RCP average, obviously, right there. And it is crazy to see. I think it's it's probably a post-assassination bump is what I'm assuming. And I just wanted to show you right here. So here is the actual. So they actually polled. They polled Harris, and they also polled Biden. And I believe the Emerson one's right here, but this is this is a different one as well. But here's the Emerson one I'm talking about. So with Biden and Trump, it is just a Trump +1 lead, and then you have a Trump +5 if you have all the third-party candidates included, especially Kennedy. Kennedy's the big one there, and it gives Trump a Trump +5 in the state of Virginia. And then also, if you want to see right here, Trump would have a 2-point advantage over Harris, and obviously they didn't poll the third-party vote share as well, but I would assume it's higher because it's Harris. Is what I would assume. And also, this was recent as well. I just want to show you this. These are also recent polls. And if you look at Trump versus Biden, in the state of Virginia, it's tied basically with if you have Kennedy in there, and it is even with no Kennedy. And then there's Harris, where you have a Trump +4 if you include Kennedy, and then right here is also a Trump +1 if you include Kennedy. So they did it like separate ones, and then this one is also a separate one, where it is Biden +1, but at the same time, look at the voters. There's really not many, and when you look at Emerson, 1,000, I would say Emerson is a little bit more credible there. So, and also, what's really interesting is this pollster, the Florida Atlantic University, it really is a Democratic pollster. So it's showing a Trump lead in some of these is very surprising. But yeah, Trump does lead in the state of Virginia against Biden, and possibly against Harris as well, if Harris does end up dropping out or something. And I think this is the 5-way. If you show the Virginia 5-way, yes, it says a tie, but the latest Emerson would be a Trump +5. So I would say that's accurate. So a Trump +5 would be accurate when it comes to all of the voters inside. But this RCP average right here for Virginia is very interesting to see, especially for a state that voted for Biden by a lot in 2020. Then you saw Hillary Clinton win the state by a decent margin. So Trump actually leading in a state like that is very, very bad for the Democrat Party. And I also want to show right here. So this is the Electoral College map. So obviously with the toss-ups included, it is like a 219 to 198. And if you see the no toss-up as of now, it's 325 to 213, which includes Virginia. You got Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania in there. You got Arizona, Nevada. You do not have Minnesota yet, or New Hampshire, or Maine. But you do have a lot of key states in that, which is crazy. A 325 victory for Trump would be a massive blow to the Democrats, and would really help out Trump in a lot of key races, especially in the Senate races and House races especially. So seeing something like that would be insane when it comes to the November election. So it's crazy to see that the no toss-up map officially has Virginia in the R leaning column. So it is very interesting how this is going to end up going. And I just want to look. I'm curious how Minnesota is doing. So it's a Biden +3, but the latest poll does show a tie. So that's also interesting. Well, actually, I'm curious. If I look at Minnesota, can you look at third party? No, you can't. I was going to say, if I could look at third party vote share, that would be more interesting. Then New Mexico, Biden +7 on the most recent, but that was a deep pollster, by the way. So it could be like a Biden +3 or so, I would assume, if you based it off of not a deep pollster. And any other states? Let me look at. I'm just curious about New Hampshire. New Hampshire, the latest poll was a Trump +2. That is really interesting, but it is an average of a Biden +3. And then you have Maine at large, which the latest pollster has a Trump +6, and the most recent that was for Biden had a Biden +1. So Maine's polls look very lackluster. And Trump did come close to winning Maine somewhat when it came to 2016. So I guess it's possible, but I wouldn't say it's likely at all. New Hampshire, though, I don't know if it'll show. Yes. Oh, so Trump was also close to winning New Hampshire as well, but he did get decimated when it came to the 2020 election. So it's a possibility. You never know. But Trump also leads in the general election against Biden, and it's a Trump +3 lead. Trump is dominating across the board, and you see all these Trump +5s, Trump +4s. This is the post-assassination bump I was talking about. Trump is going to be demolishing Biden in these polls, and it's going to be crazy to see. And I also want to show you this just because the Democrat Party is in chaos right now. So I just want to show Trump versus Harris just to show you guys, because a lot of people are speculating that Biden is going to be dropping out, or at least dropping out of the presidential race, not dropping out of the presidency, like letting Harris step in or something like that. But I do think, I wouldn't say this is accurate, but I would say the only reason it's showing is because not a lot of polls usually come out for Trump and Harris, and a lot of people are probably thinking of Biden. So a Trump +2 is still good. I'm not going to lie. A Trump +2 is still good. So I wouldn't be mad about this. But the most recent polls matter the most. And when you see a Trump +3 and a Trump +4, and you see a Trump +5 and a Trump +4, Trump's going to win the election regardless. You're either going to have Coconut Woman or you're going to have Dementia Biden. So it's literally the worst two people you can have in the Democrat Party, and it's just not going to be close at all. Now, obviously, don't get complacent. You need to go out and vote when it comes to the November election, but at the same time, Trump is gaining ground so much, and the Democrats are scrambling, wanting to know what to do, and they have no idea what to do. And Trump winning a state like Virginia would cement the Republican Party's legacy and winning so many states in the recent years. This new Republican Party is so much better than the Romney Republican Party of years past. This party actually wins, unlike other parties. And the Democrat Party doesn't look like the Obama-era party whatsoever anymore. It looks like a far left-leaning party that is trying to stay relevant and get people to vote for them, but it's really not working whatsoever. But seeing Trump lead against Harris and lead against Biden, it just shows that no matter what, Trump is probably going to be winning this election hands down. And obviously, if Harris does become the nominee, I do think Trump will still have an easier chance at beating her, because Harris is like a Hillary Clinton, but a worse version of Hillary Clinton that nobody likes. It's Coconut Woman that no one likes, and in her past Trump could bring up so many things that would literally demolish her, just like Hillary Clinton, but worse. And then when it comes to Biden, you don't really have to do anything. All you have to do is let him mess up on his own, and then you win. You win the debates. So, either way, Trump has an easy going at winning this election. It really doesn't matter now. It really just is about getting to November and winning the election, and obviously getting out to vote and everything like that, and do not let the Democrat Party win whatsoever. But anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. My next video, I'm not sure what my next video will be out, but I do know there has been a lot of turmoil with Biden and his administration and stuff like that. So if it actually happens, which I don't think it will, but if it happens, if Biden does drop out, I will be posting that video about him dropping out of the presidential race and talking about Harris. And obviously at that point, we will be doing Trump versus Harris every month instead of Trump versus Biden, which will be very interesting to see, because we've been talking about Biden for months, and you literally go against your own Democratic people in the Democratic Party, and and you go for Harris. Like it's just lackluster with the Democrat Party right now. But for the Republican Party, you're going wild. You're doing amazing. Literally nothing is putting them down. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let me know in the comments how you feel about Trump getting a lead in Virginia finally. Do you think it'll stick? Do you think Harris could take over Biden and stuff like that? What do you think is going to happen? But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.